Everyone now? Yes. Okay. So most of the people today in our country are preparing aptitude for a primary objective because it is required to clear an exam. And that is the main reason why people still not understood how to solve aptitude problems, because the intention behind the preparation was not 100% correct. If your intention changes that you're learning this subject because you're interested in this, then only you'll understand aptitude. Until unless if you're not interested, you will still have a same problem. As many problems you practice, you will never understand the concept of the topic. It should be interested. When you get interest in a subject now, automatically if you're not able to find answer, you will try to put your efforts by anyhow I have to solve the problem. It is only possible when you have interest. So first thing, you should get interest. But how to get interest? If I give you 1 hour motivation class also, you will never get interest. It should only come if you start liking the subject. Now the point, in aptitude, what is a major subject? Problems are mostly based on mathematics. How many people don't like maths? How many of you don't like maths? Very fast, huh? So few people. What could be the common reasons the people who are not interested in solving mathematics? Formulas, too many calculations, always confusion, and big problem. I will never get answer in the first attempt. That is what perceptions we have about a mathematics subject. But the point which you're not able to understand, that maths and aptitude are completely two different opposite poles. Maths is a theoretical knowledge. Aptitude is the practical applications of mathematics. That is why in aptitude, we don't show how we got answer. We only need to find the answer in 60 seconds. Here method doesn't depends. A simple thing. All of you are learning some technical course. Correct? Everyone is learning Java, Python, whatever. How many of you think that till now, whatever knowledge you have in the subject is 10 out of 10? On any of the course, what you learned so far is 10 out of 10. When we will get this clarity? When we go and work in a jobs. Why? Because they'll give a project. Then whatever knowledge I have, whatever book knowledge I have, I will start to do apply. If you're not able to apply properly, that means the ground level preparation was not done properly. That is what aptitude. Aptitude is a situation which is taking you to the school days of class 6, 7th and 8th mathematics. Whatever you studied in a book, it can be a small multiplication, it can be an integration also. But how do you use in real life? We all know how to multiply. But today I'm not asking how to multiply, but how you can do the same problem in 60 seconds. That means you should not use multiplication. You will never get answer in 60 seconds if you do it mathematical calculations. Aptitude is a way of solving problem in a logical way, in an analytical way. What student will get new thoughts or new messages, new learning about mathematics subject. This new learning is making your mind logical, because whenever you apply a method, that method is also teaching you that there are also some problems in a book which can be solved in a different way. Simple situation. How do we find square of a number? 12 square. How do we find? Like basically how we to find a square of a number? By multiplication. 12 into 12. With the same method, whatever method I use in 12 into 12, can I find 21 into 21, 21 square? Possible? With the same multiplication method? Possible? This is what we learned in mathematics. A methodology to solve different types of problems. But in aptitude, as it is a practical applications of mathematics, I have to adopt new techniques. What you study today in Java, Python will not be the same when you come into the picture, the real life. The technology, the skills, everything will change. But you will learn and you will adapt. You will grow. But you have to learn those things. Now, what is 12 square? 144. What is 12 reverse? 21. What is 144 reverse? Is it not 21 square? Yes or no? Did I done a multiplication to find 21 square? No, I applied a shortcut. I applied a shortcut. What is 13 square? 169. Then what will be 31 square? 961. That's all. So aptitude is all about using shortcuts, techniques, and using in the real life. But the question will come, is it applicable to all the problems? No. If there is only one shortcut which you want to learn, this one method cannot be used in many types of problems. My method have to change when my problem and situation is also changing. You're learning some technical skill today, book knowledge. When you go to real life, when you're going to apply that, it is not working. What you will do, you will try to do something extra. You will try to change. You will do some case studies, whatever to bring the result. So you're not fixed only with one methodology. We have to keep on change. To change, I have to start thinking at the spot. This thinking ability is only possible when a student have a good aptitude skills. In simple, aptitude is all about will make a person to think in a difficult situation. One situation I'll tell you. Everyone, do you drive a vehicle? At least a two-wheeler? Boy, girls, all of you? Okay, few. Boys, everyone? Do you drive? I'll give you one situation. Tell me what is your response. You're going on a road. Okay? Going on a road. And the road is empty. You're driving at 80 kilometer per hour. 80 kilometer per hour. On your left side of the road. Okay? Everything's properly going smoothly. You're driving 80 kilometer per hour. Suddenly, there is a dog which ran away on the road, and they have no time. At that point of time, imagine your situation at that point of your time. What is the first thing will happen automatically from our hands? Brake. But imagine logically the situation. What happens to a brake tire, a bike tire, when you apply a brake at 80 kilometer per hour? Accident. Skid. But what a person who have a very good aptitude skills or logical skills in simple presence of mind will try to escape. That doesn't comes with experience or professionalism. That comes from our thought process at that point of the time. What happens to people in interview when they're not able to handle every question? We'll try to manage. Whatever thoughts comes in the mind at that point of time, we'll try to manage. That is again aptitude skills only now. Aptitude skill will make student to think not in a normal zone, in when you're in a very difficult and no time to take decision. At that point, how fast and how correct and how logical you can think for a situation, that is what aptitude skills will give you. But whatever Indian students are doing, because they want to prepare for government exam, bank exam, they only bothered about did I got correct answer or not. You won't get anything if you get a correct answer. You practice 10,000 problems in a class, the next problem will come in exam. Because in aptitude, not a single problem will repeat every year. Not a single problem will come from any book. If you buy books, you're over. You will never clear aptitude exam. Because when a person prepares something from a book, you prepared so much that your entire knowledge in the book only. And if I ask you any question outside the book, you cannot think because his knowledge is in that book only. That is why today UPSC civil services people not able to clear because they're preparing the knowledge from a book. No one will give you training while going for a driving license that you should not apply a brake when there is a dog in coming front of you. That is common sense. No one can teach you. It should come from our thought process. That is what similarly aptitude should come from our thought process. To change this thought process, aptitude is a methodology which is making you logical and creative person. It is not a subject of mathematics and English. It is taught to you using mathematics and English, but don't focus on the subject, focus on the methodology. Then only you will learn aptitude. Am I clear to everyone? Okay. Now, what does this CRT stands for? As I told, campus recruitment training. The three major tools of CRT is, first one is aptitude. When I divide aptitude, there will be two parts. Basically, aptitude is divided into two parts, QA and VA. LR is not aptitude. So I'll tell you the definition and the full form of everything. First of all, as I told you, when any company or any government exam is giving a paper to you to solve a question, we are not expecting you to give a correct answer to the problem. please understand how you prepare to come for the exam on that day. That preparation is very important. That preparation is very important. We are not focused on the answers what you're giving. The boys are sitting in the plastic chairs. Can you please come to these chairs? Please. The mundu grande. Please, all of you. Girls, come to the front row. Take place, first row, second row, anywhere. Please sit down. So, in CRT, there are three big major subjects: QA, LR, VA. Aptitude means is a methodology how we apply in our life. Whenever any problem, when your father is asking you why you came late to home, the reason original will be different thing. But how we manage at that point of time that my dad is convinced with my reason, that is nothing but aptitude skills. You went out with someone for a movie theater, and we have one common habit: late for movie. Simple reason: traffic. Everything we blame to the traffic. That is also one kind of aptitude skills. But the person to believe or not, it depends on you whether you're using the same reason every time or not. And how much you can give 100 different reasons, that all comes with our common sense only. And common sense is nothing but our aptitude skills. So aptitude is a skill which should come from our mind. So in that skill, to check your knowledge, three subjects are taught to you. And these three subjects are QA. QA stands for quantitative aptitude. Quantitative. Quantitative means in terms of mathematical knowledge. When I say quantitative, the exact spelling is those who coming for aptitude class, please don't come to the class just simply to listen. This aptitude, do you really think that we can only listen and we'll learn, remember everything? Please come if you're seriously interested for the subject. Okay, it's the first day, okay? But next time onwards, please come with the proper notebooks and everything. Okay? Because you have to write problems, you have to write shortcuts. It is very important to make some important points. And there are so many topics that no doubt you won't even remember what you studied today also. And what you're going to learn from today onwards, you might need to use these methods after 1 month or 2 months when you get a chance and opportunity to write your first aptitude exam. 2 months knowledge, you cannot save in the mind because we know that we are very bad in memory power. So please, so write whatever. So first one is QA, is quantitative aptitude. Next comes VA, verbal aptitude. Okay. Verbal aptitude will test the knowledge of English. The next one is verbal aptitude. Quantitative aptitude and verbal aptitude. Now, what is LR? LR is not directly coming from aptitude. LR is one kind of mind thought. What is the first thing comes in your mind when there is a situation given to you? First thing, that is LR knowledge. Let me check today itself. Now itself we can check it. So those people sitting in offline, I'm giving a task to you, and online people also can listen and try to follow the task. Everyone, keep both of your hands empty for the next 1 minute. No pen, no book, no paper, nothing in your hands. Keep empty for the next 1 minute. And don't touch your hands at any part of the body for the next 1 minute. Okay. Now listen to my situation, my question carefully. After that, I'll ask you one question. If you understood the question properly, try to give the proper and logical answer. My question is, when I ask you 1, 2, 3, go, clap. After completing all the instructions, clap once, all at the same time. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go, clap. Okay, do at the same time. 1, 2, 3, go, clap. Wonderful. Let's come to the situation. How good logical sense you have. Tell me, before giving this question, what is the first question I told you? First thing to be done. Don't keep your hands empty. Second one, then why did you touch the part of the body? Is it not your left hand, right hand, not part of your body? Then what you missed? Common sense. What common sense you missed out? How do people clap in a parliament? How do people clap in a parliament? on the benches. Why this idea did not come in your mind? Lack of aptitude skills. Because I hacked your mind. How? Why you clapped like this? Tell me one reason. Because I showed and your mind behaved the same thing. That means your mind did not think also. It just followed. As we are studying from school days, copy whatever it is in the blackboard, paste in the paper. That is our mathematical knowledge, 0. Tables up to 10. After that, I have to think. But table studied class 2 itself. But we scored very good marks in maths, but we don't remember anything. That is because of mathematics or any subject is a knowledge, and knowledge have a temporary validity. Only skills will have unlimited validity like geo. Everything is unlimited, but everything there is a condition. So these skills, this logical, when I ask you a question, you just followed, but the idea did not came from your mind. If you want, you could have clapped with the next person also. You did not thought now because it did not make you to think. And every interview is putting us in a situation where we're not able to think. We can only tell those answers which we already remembered in the mind. But every question will not come from the same whatever we prepared before for interview now. That is why we're not able to clear in interviews. So LR is a subject which will test your knowledge at that spot. That means cannot be prepared. That is LR. Cannot be prepared. Only I can give you some relevant questions to you that what all situations you will come in LR. But remember, those situations will not repeat. Will change the situation. But how you idea, what you learned from LR, that idea will help you to solve any LR questions. Okay. One example. What is it? Think again and tell me the answer. What is it? Rotating fan. Now, how is the answer changed? So you are trying to give a different answers, correct? So keep giving as many answers as possible from your side. What is it? Electrical fan. Next. Fan with 3 wings. Very good. Next. Brown color fan. Next. Fan with medium speed. Okay, fine. So now tell me whatever answers you given. Your complete answer was focusing on what? Explaining an object in a different way. Correct? But tell me from my point of view, am I really expecting you to ask, what is it? Do you really think that I don't know this answer? Then what am I expecting exactly from you? Do you really think that I'm asking a 21, 22 years guy, what is it? Then think the another way. What am I expecting from you? Something? Your answer should be pronoun. What was my question? What is it? It means IT. It is a English grammar pronoun. Think the logic behind the question. Why would I want to know that it is a fan? Am I blind or what? Then every answer what you give in interview or any situation, it has a reason. It has a learning from you. If you tell brown color fan, rotating fan, doesn't matter, man. It's obviously a fan. I know that, you know that. It's a natural answer. But I need a logical answer, not a natural answer. So the different way of thought process is only possible when you have done a very good hard work in aptitude skills. Understood, all of you? So there might be some people who have done basic aptitude in your previous sessions, in your college or wherever you have done. There might be some people here who have very completely fresher, 0 empty knowledge. But remember, aptitude has already started in your life when you born. Because remember your childhood, when you do crazy things, everything is aptitude. When you draw everything on a house wall with different colors, it is all about aptitude. Because wherever anything white visible, it's a drawing paper. You have seen your cousin's nephew still do it in the house only, na? That is all aptitude. Our aptitude has been creative and top level when we children's. Because every children will do crazy things. That crazy things is nothing but creative things. But those creative ideas, when you come to this age, how to do in a proper way, aptitude will teach you. So I'll have a small test to all of you before I start the class and everything, to just to identify how many people can still try to put any knowledge, whatever you have so far, and solve these five questions. And everyone knows each question, what is the average time given in any exam? 1 minute. So I'm giving you five questions. How much time? 5 minutes. And most importantly, one thing you remember, when you're trying to write any aptitude exam in any companies, never open ChatGPT and any Gemini, any apps. The reason, 98% wrong answers in ChatGPTs. Why? Aptitude full formula is natural ability. ChatGPT uses artificial intelligence, not natural intelligence. Every artificial intelligence is only possible 5% you might be correct, 95% will be wrong. Verbal ability possible in ChatGPT and internets, but there is no Google, no, not a single app which can solve aptitude questions. Because aptitude means your mind thought. Your thought ChatGPT can't tell. It is telling their own thought, not yours. So these five questions, whatever you can try to answer, you write the answer in the paper. Your 5 minutes starts now. Not able to answer, no problem. But try. Whatever possible from your end, you try. Try to answer as many questions possible in this 5 minutes. You know, there is no calculator should be used in aptitude. That is why we are so weak. So similarly, no calculator, no mobile devices. Only one thing you have in exam, it's pen and a paper. Try to solve these questions with your pen and a paper. Not able to solve, no problem. We are here to learn only. Just give a try as many questions possible from your side to solve these five questions. Last 2 minutes. Last 1 minute. Okay, done. No problem. Whatever you have tried. Okay. We'll learn slowly one by one. Okay. Those who have tried, whatever answer you got, tell me. First answer, anyone have got? Anyone? 40? So, okay, fine. I'll tell you later it's right or wrong. Second, third, 440. Fourth, why no answer from boys side? Three, how many hours? 384 minutes. 366 hours. 6 hours? Okay. One boy got 6 hours, 24 minutes. Okay, fine. Next, anyone? Fifth one? Two. What other answers? One. Any answer? One? One. Okay. Let's check. Now tell me, is it important here to know, is it correct answer or is it is important to know the methodology to solve these problems? Ha. Please change your focus every time when you start preparing aptitude from today. Never focus on the correct answer. Everyone can give the correct answer, but everyone is not getting exam because your focus is in correct answer, not in the correct method. First, identify which is the correct method. Correct method means shortest method, which is taking the least time to give the correct answer. In aptitude, I developed an approach. I started aptitude in 2011. My approach is, and this should be the approach for everyone. Then only you will clear aptitude. This is, I'm following from last 14 years, same approach. First, when there is a problem in front of you, what is the right method to give a right answer in a right time? Right time doesn't mean 60 seconds. Every problem you should, if you're solving in 60 seconds, which is practically not possible, there would be 40% of the paper which can be solved each question in taking less than 30 seconds. Why less than 30 seconds? If you cannot save some time, there will be difficult question which needs 90 seconds. How you'll bring that 30-second extra? By saving that time in the basic questions. Without proper time management, proper planning, no one can complete aptitude paper. Even though you know all 100 questions, time will not be enough. That is a challenge in aptitude because our focus to find correct answer of the problem. But the focus should be what is the correct method of the problem so that I get a correct answer in a less time. Let's go to the focus. So what is the focus? I'll show you. First, understand entire aptitude syllabus. Aptitude is divided into three parts. First part is called QA, LR, VA. I'm not giving the complete schedule. The schedule you can see in the PDF document. Once the classroom group will be created, everyone will get the PDF document. So what is the syllabus, outline, structure of aptitude? I'm just giving you a brief introduction. Okay, there will be three parts which will play major role except Infosys. Infosys is a one company which has a different aptitude paper structure. Infosys is only one company. Remaining all IT companies, non-IT companies, government exams, SSC, banking, all almost have same structure. The structure is 50 to 60% weightage QA and remaining to 1:1 ratio. That means if there are 100 questions in an exam, 50 questions will be minimum from quantitative aptitude. Remaining 50 questions will be almost divided in equal ratio between LR and VA, plus or minus 5 questions, but almost the same ratio. So which playing a big role? So what every students are doing before going to any exam, they're only focusing and the primary focus will go to QA. Remember one thing, you can never prepare LR and VA, especially English verbal. Till now, whoever have written any exam so far, did you seriously prepare for English verbal ability? No. Why? Because everyone think that English, no problem. Question, 4 option. Put one option, read the sentence 3 times in mind, close your eyes. The sentence sounds good, correct answer. That is what we think about English. But you don't know the reason, the main problem, all 4 answers will sound correct only. That is what happened in English verbal. Why people don't know what to prepare in English? But English also possible. Why it is possible? In QA, which subject question they're asking you? Mathematics. In VA, English. When we studied English in school days, there was a grammar. We studied. We don't know grammar, but we studied. We studied for many years. But now we don't know grammar because we did not study grammar in a logical way. When you apply grammar in a logical way, English becomes verbal ability. When you apply maths in a logical way, mathematics becomes quantitative ability. The reason behind the maths and English subject name changed. We're getting same questions only, but the subject name changed because you are applying a theoretical knowledge in a practical way. Then that means English also have some logical way of preparation. Grammar can be learned in a logical, very simple way. That is all we're going to start learning in all these three. Verbal, this logical listening, LR. LR is a subject which don't focus on question something. QA, VA, you can practice. You can write notes. This is the subject, this is the notes, you can prepare. LR cannot be prepared. LR only an idea can taken. I'll show you 100 questions of LR. You have to just learn idea from that. And they will change the question. But how you are going to change your ideology, that all depends. LR is the most difficult part in exam. Reason why? Quantitative aptitude, verbal ability. It completely depends what you prepared before going for exam. That means it is in your hands. How much you prepared. LR, you cannot prepare. LR should come spontaneously at that point of time. And remember, every student sitting in exam will not be in a cool mindset. You will be in a very hurry to complete the paper. You will be disturbed mode if you did not got the first 10 questions answer correctly. In the disturb mode, LR 0 marks. That means basically a student should start exam by attempting with QA or LR or VA. LR. Why? During the start of exam, our mind will be cool, clear, confident. What people are doing, they're going at the last. Because they think that LR will come spontaneously. It won't come spontaneously. It will come if you're very cool mindset. Quantitative aptitude, verbal ability, it is coming from the preparation what I studied. You will remember starting also, last also. But you cannot think at the end of the exam because we'll be in a hurry up now. So that is why the preparation planning is that always start the exam with LR. As many questions possible, first wrap it up. Then come back to the remaining topics. So what I'm going to prepare you for this entire, all these things. QA, LR, VA. 10, 12, 13. Add all the three numbers. Total count. Add all the three numbers. 30. These are 35 approximate number of topics which called as an aptitude subject or a CRT. Total topics, 35 topics. And this is the weightage. Okay. These 35 topics have to prepare. But remember, no company will ever ask you every question from all the topics. It is not possible because exam is for half an hour, 1 hour maximum. Government exam, 2 hours. In these 2 hours, the maximum they touch is 25 out of 35 topics. But We can't say which is 100% confirmed, but yes, based on the previous papers and everything, every faculty will have a blueprint that these are the topics which should be in the top priority, which you have to prepare 100% properly. These are the topics which you can keep it as in the last minute, ending 1 day or 2 hours before going for exam, just go through the idea. But first, do a lot of hard work, some important topics that I'll be keep giving to you once we start preparations. First idea is clear. Total how many subjects? QA. LR, VA. QA stands for quantitative aptitude, which is completely based on questions from mathematics. LR stands for logical listening. This is all about your reasoning, your thinking ability about a situation which is given in that exam. How you thinking about that question? That question can be number series also, coding, decoding also. How you thinking? That is LR. And VA, testing your knowledge on English subject. So this English and aptitude mathematics have got some preparation. Preparation is possible. That is what these 13 topics and 10 topics are possible. But LR, even you prepare all 12 topics, remember, same type of question will never come in exam. But the idea of what you're learning from the LR will help you up to some extent to solve LR questions. But remaining LR question will 100% depend on your mind process at that point of time when you're solving that problem. Clear? Coming to the last part. Why we apply shortcuts? So save, try. How important is tricks? How important is tricks? For example, there was one question I given you, mirror image, just now. There was one question I give you, mirror image of 720. Correct now? Question number 3. Okay. Mirror image. Mirror image means when you take your photo in a selfie, what is the difference? Original picture and camera? Left and right are interchange. Left and right means for any clock, what are the left side numbers? Left and right means I have to divide clock in equal, 2 parts. Equal parts means from 12 and 6 will remain in the same position. What are the numbers from 12 to 6? 11 till 7 will interchange with the numbers which are in the right side of a clock. So 11 will interchange with 11, 1, 9, 3, 7, 7, 5. Like this will happen. Now when the time is 7:20, where is the minute hand? 4. What is the opposite of 4? 8. 4 opposite is 8. So what do you say if the minute hand is at 8? How many minutes? If the minute hand is at 8, 40 minutes. What is the position of our hand when the time is 7:20? Where is our hand? Between 7 and 8. Between 7 and 8. What are the opposite side of 7 and 8? 4 and 5. That means now the hour hand is between 4 and 5. Tell me if the hour hand is between 4 and 5. That means did not cross 5. So my answer should be 440 or 540. 440. Some people will think that 720 is 540. Why? 4 opposite number is 8. 7 opposite number is 5. But actually the logic is that our hand is not at 7. It is between 7 and 8. Similarly, it will be between 4 and 5. If it is between 4 and 5, it did not cross 5. That means my answer is 440. But this is a method, but not correct method. Because you will thinking and so much of time in exam not possible. Answer is correct. But at least in exam, you have to think for 30 to 40 seconds. How I can solve the problem in 2 seconds? That is what aptitude tricks will tell you. Now, 720. Answer was 440. Tell me, my shortcut is 1160. I'll tell you what is the reason behind 1160. If my shortcut today, I'm telling you, always use a shortcut if the question is mirror image 1160. What you should do? How much you need in 20 to make it 60? 40. How much you need in 7 to make it 11? Answer over 440. Does it need 30 to 40 seconds? It just needs less than 10 seconds. But you have to remember, mirror image means what is the shortcut? 1160. Tell me answer. My question is 910. What is my answer? 2? Matter of not even 10 seconds. And we don't even need pen paper also. We'll see the question, you will need to tick the option. That is the importance of learning aptitude properly. Never go with aptitude with YouTube channels, apps and everything. That is all a demonstration. They will not show the complete class. So whatever we're learning in the class, first important to remember the shortcut, you have to write down the shortcut. Please bring your proper books from tomorrow onwards. Okay. I will go in detail. I'm not going in detail for mirror image because when the topic comes clock, because this is a question from the topic called clock. So when we start topic by topic, then I will go in detail explanation. Now no need to write anything. I'm just giving introduction. Importance of techniques. So how importance is shortcuts. What was the first question I asked you? Cube root. This is a cube root 74088. Tell me in school days, what are the two methods we studied to find cube root of a number? Squaring method. In school days, we studied unit digit method. Okay. Next. Okay, for example, if I have to find 23 cube, how we used to find in school days? 23 into 20, how many times multiplied? 3 times. Then how do we find cube root of that? First method, factorization method. Because in square root, we used to do factorization. No? After doing factorization, what we do? We'll take two numbers as one pair. Why two numbers? Square root. Because we multiplied a number 2 times. If you take it 3 times, it becomes cube root. That is one method, which is again a long and time taking. What is the another and universal method for cube root? We studied in school days. Maybe you don't remember. I'll tell you the first word, you tell the remaining. Long. Long. L-O-N-G. Long division method. This is also one more method. And this was the first method for a cube root, where we no need to find the factorization. But both are a time-taking method. Both are time-taking method. When it comes to aptitude, you can find cube root in a different way. So I will not explain the method in detail. I'm telling in short. 74088. Last number 8. 8 is the cube of which number? Cube. 2. Done. As this number we got by multiplying 3 times. So remove the last 3 digits. Always remove last 3. Cube root means multiplied 3 times. What is remaining? 74. Tell me approximately, whatever you remember, which is a perfect cube which is coming before 74. Which cube comes before 74? 64. That is a cube of 64 is a cube of 4. Right? 4. 42 answer. See, 1 second, I'll show you. For example, 9261. Just listen. Last number 1. Which number has a cube as 1? 1. Remove last 3. Tell me before 9, which is a perfect cube? 8. And 8 is a cube of 2. Answer 21. Over. Don't worry, we'll go in details. That I'm just showing you that if you use techniques and shortcuts properly, not only basic cube root and square root, every topic in aptitude, permutations and combination, probability, time expedition, profit and loss, anything, we can try to solve as many questions possible using shortcuts. To remember the shortcuts, it's very important that after completion of every topic, there will be a practice paper. Why? We have studied. Now we have to check how much we have remembered, how much we can apply. So the practice paper comes into the mind. First practice paper, 2 types of practice paper. First practice paper without time guidelines. 10 questions to you, maximum 20 minutes I give to you. The next paper level is that once you're done with the level 1 preparation, level 2 is beating with the time. Because it is not that easy task that when you sit in an exam, especially today, everything is online aptitude exam. In front of your eyes, system right side top corner, time is running backside counting. When you see that count now, your mind will run fast and your mind will do calculation mistakes. We always prepare aptitude sitting at home comfortably without keeping time in the mind. We'll aram se will solve question each answer. What? You're comfortable. That is why answer is coming so easily. And you will get a confidence that I'm able to solve questions correctly. When you go to exam, result very bad. Why? We never practice the same paper keeping time next to us. That is why remember when there is a chess, always there is a timer. How you can beat yourself when there is a timer and that sound, that second sound will make your mind disturbed. With that, how you can practice aptitude correctly, that comes with lot of preparation and practice. So every topic, once we complete a topic, two types of practice. One, without time. Why without time? To make you comfortably solve a paper. Next level, I will not give you same paper, a different paper. You have to solve the same 10 questions, keeping a timer in front of you with 10 minutes time limit. So once you understood that you can solve 7 or 8 questions, that means your growth is good. If you can solve less than 5, that means you need the level 1 preparation one more time. You still not completed level 1. That is how we will understand that how good we are in aptitude subject. Clear? Don't think that you can easily solve 10 questions you're good in. Until unless you cannot solve 10 questions in 10 minutes, you're still not done a good job. All of you clear, guys? So to understand all the shortcuts properly, let us give you a brief about my class and my schedule, structure of how we prepare aptitude. So first thing, what are the 3 subjects? QA, LR, VM. So first, we will never go to another topic until unless it is not completed. That doesn't mean that my first 1 month will be only QA. No. You might be attending some interviews or preparation after 10 days also. You should have a basic knowledge in all the 3. So all the 3 will run parallelly. It's not like 1 month QA, next 1 month LR, the last month VA. Then what happens? After 1 month, if you have an opportunity to go for exam, you have no idea about the other topics, no? So it will run parallelly, but not on the same day. Maybe 2 days, one subject, another 2 days, another subject. Like this parallelly, we have to run so that we are able to understand all 3 at the same time. Why? You will think that, sir, if we have one by one, we'll have a proper clarity. In any question paper, they're not giving all questions separately. Everything is mixed up. If first question comes from QA, you're thinking like a mathematical. The next question will go to verbal. Again, you have to change immediately to English ability. So how fast we can change ourselves, it comes with practice in live also. So every 2 days, we have to keep change. Understood all of you? No. So how each topic? Let us take, there is a topic today, percentage. Okay. Never prepare like how this online coaching happens, anything like percentage given. Take a 20 questions, prepare all 20 questions over. 100% 20 first question will come in exam. What we all preparing, we're only preparing from students' point of view that how to answer percentage question, how to solve percentage question. Think from the another person how he made the question paper to you. If I'm a person who's giving a question to you, think from my mind, not from your point. Your point of view, you're always in the 50% side. Think from my point of view that how I'm making a question paper. If you know the strategy behind making a question paper, you will also try to answer that paper because you understood my mindset. So how a paper is made? Rule number 1. A paper is made on a concept. Or rule number 2. A paper is made on an application. So what is it is? There is a 2-digit number. 2-digit numbers. Identify this number. I'll give you 3 conditions. Condition number 1. First, sum of both the digits is 15. Whatever this number and this number. Adding both digits, you should get sum as 15. 1, 5. Second condition. The difference between the digits should be 3. The difference between the digits should be the 3. Based on these 2 conditions, tell me what is the correct answer. What is the correct answer which satisfies both the condition? Sum of the digits 15, difference between the digits 3. Give your answer loudly. 90? 996 or 96? What is that number? First condition, sum should be 15. Second condition, difference should be 3. 99? Tell the number. Number is 9 and 6. If I ask you mobile number, will you tell all the digits or in the order also? Order also important, na? What is that number? 96. How many of you going with 96? Raise your hands. Why? So many people told 96, only one person. Okay. Any other answer? 69. How many of your 100% tell me which is the correct answer? Which one? Which one you telling? Second answer. Okay. Done now? No. Tell me if 96 is the correct answer, why it is correct? Because 9 plus 6 is 15 and difference is 3. Then similarly 6 and 9 is 15. 6 and 9 difference is also 3 na? Minus 3. Why? Tell. Okay. What's your name? Joshi. What's your name? Ganesh. If I tell a statement, Joshi and Ganesh have a age difference of 2 years. Tell me who is elder. Joshi and Ganesh have a age difference of 2 years. Tell me who is elder. Joshi or Ganesh? Or can you tell the answer? Yes or no? Why? We don't know who is a elder number. How do you know that the first number is elder number? Why you doing 6 minus 9 or why you doing 9 minus 6? Because whenever we tell difference, there are two cases. What is the first case? Either it can be first digit minus second digit. Then you will have 96 answer. If you have the second case, second digit minus first digit, then answer will be 69 according to the aptitude terms. This person will 100% go for option D. Cannot be determined. Data insufficient. Why? Difference 3 is an incomplete statement. But think from a student point of view. If you get answer 96, option A visible 96, will you tick or not? At that situation, we will go for the answer. That is why we lack in aptitude skills. You are good in mathematics. That's why you got correct answer. But logically wrong answer. You did not think behind the logic of the question. If that question is so simple, it will never come in aptitude. Anyone can solve. Class 6 children also can solve. Add 2 digits 15, difference 3. First thing 9 and 6 only will come. Only an aptitude person can understand that it is impossible. The reason you already understood why I told you. So like this, every aptitude question, most important is to understand the question properly. And to understand the question properly, the first thing comes concept. Never prepare 20 questions, 25 questions or 100 questions of any topic. You prepare 100 questions, still it is incomplete because no question will come in exam. Think from a person who make the paper. How I will make a paper? First, I will take a concept. Concept means a situation. From that situation, I'll design a question. I'll give it to you. The question can be different, but on what basis I'm making the question? Based on a situation. That is called concept. So always prepare concept of a topic. Every topic will have concept. Concept means the index page of a book. What you see in index page of a book, what all you're going to study in this book. That is correct. Every topic will have a concept. So percentage is a topic which has 6 concepts. That means any person, if you're making a paper, I have only 6 concepts where I can make any question and give it to you on a paper. Instead of practicing the 20 question, just understand the 6 concept, your percentage topic is over. Now to increase your speed and accuracy, now practice 3 to 4 questions each concept wise. That is called concepts. Now what is the second stage? Applications. If there is a paper of 100, why there are so many students preparing from R.S. Agrawal, R.D. Sharma, Arun Sharma, so many books, still not clearing an aptitude exam? Why there are so many people who are preparing from Time Institute or any kind of leading institutes, 1,000 people, why only 1 or 2 getting a rank when everyone is preparing from the same book or same notes from the same faculty? Why everyone is not getting? Because in any paper, entire aptitude, only 60% of questions will be conceptual based questions. Means those questions which you have prepared in a class or a book or a notes. 40% will be application live, real life questions. How you applied your book knowledge in real life, that is a test of that 40% where students are lacking aptitude skills. They're only answering those questions which we studied in the book or studied at home or studied in internet sites. But the remaining 40% question will be those questions which test your intelligence at that point of the time. And they're not able to answer. That is called application. And I cannot teach you application. No one can teach you application. Application question means whatever knowledge you learned in conceptual question, that knowledge, how you will showcase when there is any relevant situation like that. That is called application based questions. Okay. For example, the time is around 5:20 now. Tell me in 3 hours at 7:20, what are the chances of having a rainfall today? Think and tell me. The time is 5:20. After 2 hours, around 7:20, what is the chances of having a rainfall today? Don't see outside the window. You are not a god to predict the temperature and climate by seeing outside itself. Some people immediately turn towards the window. Tell me, mathematically, how you will say that what is the chance of getting a rain after 2 hours? 50? 50. Why 50-50? Either it will rain or, so there are only how many chances? 2 chances. What is 50% in terms of a fraction? 50% in terms of a fraction. 1 by 2. What is 1 year? It will get rain. No, my question was having a rain. So possible outcomes is 1. Total outcomes is 2. Indirectly using probability topic na. And which is nothing from maths and aptitude subject, but in a real life scenario. So 60% questions only conceptual. That means only those questions which is directly is from your books, which is in your hand. 40% is your mind. This writing, whatever you're writing, if it doesn't goes to your mind, that 40% will be incomplete. That is where people, after completing the exam, they have only solved 50 to 60% of questions only, which was not enough to touch the cutoff. Even though everyone is studying from the same faculty. Why that 1 or 2 have cleared? Why every coaching center shows that time, rank holder, gate holder, only 1% when everyone is studying from the same faculty? Because he or she applied that practical knowledge in that exam point. So aptitude is not just to copy and paste. You will learn. Copy and paste will work, but only up to some extent. And the 60% telling average. Some companies it will be 40%, 60% applications. It depends on the level of the paper. Civil services, 80% application, 20% conceptual. That is where they take 1 year, 2 years of preparation for this prelims first round exam. CSAT. Clear? So all this thing we'll prepare, guys. We'll go for conceptuals. We'll go for applications also. Let's start today. I don't want everyone to go empty hands. I'll start with some kind of techniques. Okay. Now, QA, as I told you, 13 topics. The first topic is called fundamentals. The first topic is fundamentals. There will be a lot of topics one by one. We'll do it slowly. First topic is fundamental. What is fundamental? Fundamental is all the basic calculation what we have done in school days, but the same thing we have to do now in a different way. Why? These fundamentals, usually in school days, we have taken 1 to 2 minutes, but now we don't have so much of time because fundamental is not a direct question. It's a part of the question. Is a part of the question. For example, there is a topic called compound interest. Did you know this? Did you heard about this topic? How many of you in this are BTech background? BTech. Oh, majority BTech background. So you have some idea. Compound interest. Can anyone tell me what is the formula to find a compound interest? Compound interest formula. Anyone? Huh? PTR by 100 is simple interest. Simple interest. Principal amount plus simple interest is compound interest. How simple interest, compound interest are applied at the same time? Not possible. Any one only will come. Very good. Compound interest is amount plus principal. There is no formula to find compound interest, but we can find amount using a formula called P into 1 plus R by 100 to the power of time. Do you remember this one now? What people think that this is a compound interest. This is not compound interest. This is used to calculate the final amount what a person will receive after completing the time period in a bank. To find the interest what they're giving you from this entire amount, you have to subtract the principal, because from this how to find CA, that amount plus principal. If you know A value, if you subtract A from principal, then only I'll get compound interest. Is it clear? This is not, this is minus. This is a basic. What is this power? Time. If the time is 2 years, that means in somewhere you're using a fundamental square of a number. Time is 3, cube of a number. That is called fundamentals. Fundamentals means all the basic calculations what we use in aptitude. Fundamental means all the basic calculations. Basic calculation means if a problem has 60 seconds, your calculation should be always 20 seconds. Ratio 1/3. 1/3 of any problem time taken should be the time spent in a calculation. Because of our slow mathematics calculation problem, we are taking almost 60 seconds only in calculation. That is why we're not completing a paper in a given time period. So the first few days, starting from today, our focus to improve calculation. Then we'll go to topic. Clear? So let's start today with fundamentals. So give the heading, all of you, those who have books, fundamentals. There are many fundamentals. We'll start one by one. I'm starting the first one is cube root. Those who already know previously from any things, not a problem. Please listen one more time and have patience, guys. I understand some BTech background. You already know some of the techniques. So please have patience. Let us do it slowly one by one, because a lot of people who are very slow in understanding also. So we do it slowly. First CR. CR means cube root. And second, remember guys, I'm not going to teach you all the fundamentals of entire aptitude syllabus, which have no use in real life. Our focus in this age should be only to focus on those things which is most relevant in exams. Because I can teach you 20, 25, but in that only 4 or 5 are useful. Remaining are not required. Now we don't have time to go for knowledge. If you go for knowledge, big problem, you cannot remember so many things. So the focus should be relevant, most important, top priority fundamentals. In that, first one is cube root. So what is a cube root? Cube root is nothing but a number has been multiplied 3 times with the same number. Okay, let us take a number called xy. When I try to find cube of this xy has been multiplied 3 times. Now what they're doing, this is one of the direct fundamental. Direct fundamental means in any exam, it can be a direct question. Indirect fundamental means this calculation will not be directly used, but you will use as a part of solving the problem. That is called direct and indirect. Direct means it's a direct question in the exam. They will give you answer value of this right hand side. You have to find this left hand side. That is called cube root. Okay. For example, this is a value. Okay. We know that this is a cube of some number. Now we need to find which number it is. So in cube root, what is a shortcut? What is a technique? First technique is first technique, first fundamentally is that the method is that you have to remember the cube of all 10 numbers. Probably everyone know first to 5 and you know cube of 10. Try to memorize cube of 6, 7, 8, 9. Which is the cube of 6, 7, 8, 9 here? 216, 343, 512, 720. These are most important. Because if I ask you 3 cube, 4 cube possible. Maybe maximum 5 cube possible. 10 cube everyone knows it's 1000. So the 4 numbers which we don't know in our mind is 6, 7, 8, 9. First, please let me complete. Then you write it. I'll give you time. Okay. So first fundamental, when you have to solve a cube root, 10 numbers, first 10 cubes you have to remember. Okay. Second, how to solve the 328509. First start with the last digit. What is the last digit? 9. Now check the cubes, the 10 numbers which I gave you, where the last number is 9. Which number? 729. This is the cube of which number? Write 9 here directly. I'm telling one more time. See the last digit of the question. This last digit will come any one of the last digit from the numbers which are given you from 1 to 10. Wherever if it comes, that number is a cube of which number? That number you have to write. Second step, remove last 3 digits. Why always last 3? Because it's a cube root. Now what are the remaining values? 3 to 8. From this again 1 to 10. Which is the previous number of 3 to 8? 2, 1. 216 is a cube of. Answer 69 over. It's clear? I'm telling one more time. Listen. First, the question is 328509. Step 1, last number. Last number is 9. Go to the 1 to 10 cubes where you can find last number 9. You can find in 729. 729 is a cube of which number? 9. In your answer, write 9 in the last place. Next step, remove last 3. This removing last 3 will be there in all the problems. Even the question is a 4 digit or a 7 digit. Always remove last 3. After removing last 3, what are the remaining digits? 3 to 8. You have to check from the cube of 1 to 10, which is the previous number of 3 to 8. Previous, not close. Previous is 216. Now check 216 is a cube of which number? 6. Write this 6 in the first place. 69 answer. Understood properly? Answer this question, then you write 175616. Tell me, what you will write if the last number is 6? Very good, 6. Then second step, remove last 3. What is remaining? 175 previous number. 125. Cube of. So final answer. Everyone understood cube root? Now whatever you want to write, you write it now. Don't expect like mathematics step 1, step 2, step 3. If you write step 1, step 2, step 3 in exam, no one will give so much of time. Understand. Write in the language, wow, you will remember. But don't do so many steps in exam. Immediately you have to find answer. So I'm repeating for everyone, those who have not understood one more time. So the question is 328509. First step, check the last digit and find out from 1 to 10 of these all cubes where you can find the last number is 9 only. You can find in 729. This 729 is a cube of 9. So write 9 in the last place. In the first place, remove first of all the last 3 digits of the question. The remaining digits are 328. Now check before 328, which is the previous number of 328. Again from this 1 to 10, and that is nothing but 216. This 216 is the cube of 6. So write 6 here, and 69 becomes the cube root of 328509. Clear all of you? I'll give you 5 questions. Immediately tell me the answer. I'll be happy if anyone want to answer this question without using your pen and paper by seeing the question, immediately telling answer in 10 seconds. Just give it a try. First answer, without pen or with pen? Very good. First answer. Okay, 96. First answer 96. Second answer. Very good. 89. 30. Very good. When you remove last three, remaining is only first two digits. Na? Don't do mistakes in hurry. Okay. Don't always consider first three digits. First remove last three. The remaining can be two digits or three digits also. So in 8, 8 ends in which case? Here. That is nothing but cube of 2. When you remove last 3, the remaining is only 2 digit 32. Previous to 32 is 27, which is cube of 3. Next. 21. Nice. 300763. For 3, what is the last number you will get? 7. Again for 300, 6. 67 answer. Anyone, any doubt, please ask me, guys. No? Those who writing, please write on all these 5 questions and also write the answers just for practice. So once you go to home, please look again so you won't forget what you studied in cube root. Please ask me if any doubt, if not understood anything so far. Nine two six one. Last number 1, so we'll get 1. Remove the last 3 digits. Remaining is 9. 9 previous is 8. 8 is nothing but 2. That is why 21. All of you written the 5 questions? Please, tomorrow onward, guys, understand these shortcuts. You will think that it's very easy, but you'll remember only today, not even tomorrow also. That is where please write, and tomorrow onwards, try to bring a new notebook and completely maintain one notebook for aptitude. Again, morning soft skills, after that aptitude, don't put in everything same book. But yes, verbal aptitude, LR, you can have a same book, but keep a separate notebook, because if you have 2 different subjects now, the book will not be enough. If you go to another book, suppose today a lot of people are trying to IT sector. After 2 years, your mind changed. Your parents told to try government exam. 100% first on government exam is aptitude. You need the help of these books only. Instead of again wasting money going for somewhere else preparation. So that is the reason this book is not for today. It may be useful after 2 years, 3 years also. So please write properly. Done over? Okay. Now, without seeing your books, I'll ask you something. Please tell me. In this method, what is the primary and most important thing to remember? From 1 to 10. Because in exam, when the cube root question comes, please don't write all the answers in the paper. All 1 to 10. There is no use of using shortcut then. If you write 1 to 10 cubes, already 30-40 seconds gone there itself. We should not write. We only should come in the mind. For example, how? Don't see your books. Let me take a question called 74088. Let's take example. Okay. We're not even seeing the book. Now, first of all, you don't know where the last number 8 comes. For that, I'll tell you one simple shortcut. How we can write the last number immediately in 1 second without seeing the 10 numbers. Now, the shortcut is 8273. This double arrow mark means whenever the last number is 8, immediately replace the 8 with 2. What is vice versa? If the last number is 2, immediately write as 8. For 7, 3. For 3, if any other number comes, copy the same number. Now what will come in this place? 2. So no need to think what are the first 10 numbers. How many numbers have to remove? Just tell me what is the previous and closest cube of 74? 64. Cube of which number? answer over. I'm not even writing all 1 to 10 numbers. I'm telling one more time. Last number 8 means what you will write? 2 means 8. 1728. Last number answer 2. Remove last 3. Final answer 18. 12. 15625. Last number 5. What you will write? Same. Remove last 3. 15 previous. 8. Cube of answer is 25. Understood now? First, I told you how to use 1 to 10. So for the last number also, no need to remember all the 1 to 10. Just remember last number 8 means 2, 7 means 3. And reverse also. Any other number comes, copy the same number. If my question is 970,299. So what you will write? 9. Remove last 3. 970 previous cube is 729. Cube of 9. 99 answer. Understood now? When you go for higher level, like it's not required for IT sectors, for banking exams, everything, they will never ask you a 6-digit number. There will be a need of asking a 7-digit number. If any question comes with a 6-digit number, that means answer is 100% 2-digit. Because a 2-digit multiplied 3 times only you will get a 6-digit. If the question is 7-digit, then the answer is minimum 3 digits. That is more than 100. Maybe the question, I don't know, it is wrong, but I'm telling the approach how to solve more than 6 digits. Remember, the advantage of my shortcuts, one advantage I'll tell you, my shortcuts will never depend whether it's an easy level or a difficult level. It is applicable in all the levels, extreme level also. But it depends on you how much fundamentals you understood. Fundamental means how many cubes I told you? 1 to 10. If you can prepare beyond 10, then only you can go for government exam. But method is same. Like, what is the last number? What you will write for 4? 4, what you will write? 4 only. Remove last 3. What is remaining? 1, 1, 2, 4. What is the previous cube of 1, 1, 2, 4? 1000 means which number? Answer 104. Anywhere method changed? No. But if this number increases, you should also remember 11 cube, 12 cube, 13 cube. That means the method is same. If you're going for higher level, your fundamentals also should go beyond 10. That is only an advantage I can give you. Anything I'm teaching you for government exam SSC, methodology will be completely same, irrespective of the level. But what you have to remember to do that method, that you have to increase. Then only you can go for the next level. Clear? So this is all about cube root. Clear, understood? Let's go with one more. Okay. Can we go with one more fundamental today? Let's do one more. Okay. What is this called as? I'll do one thing. We'll do square root. We'll close it by today. So 2 fundamentals we'll learn today. One is cube root, one is square root. Okay. Let's take a simple example. 3364 is a perfect square. To find this, the basic square root method, what we know is to use factorization method. Factorization always we divide a number by 2. If not divisible 2, then we go for 3. If not 3, then last option 5. This is how we start. So when we start doing with 2 all this thing, it will be a long, lengthy process. Correct? To minimize the process, use the logic. Okay. For cube root, how many numbers you have to remember? Cube root fundamental. How many cubes you have to remember? 10. For square root, there are 2 types. If you want to solve a 4-digit number, you have to remember the squares from 1 to 10. I hope everyone knows this. If you want to go with a 5-digit number or a 6-digit number from 11 to 20, till which number maximum possible for you? As of now, how many squares you know? After 10, tell me. Max, can I say 15, everyone? Yes or no? 15. You can easily go with a 5-digit and 6-digit number till 15. Tell me what is 14 and 15 square? 196 and 225. If you know up to 225, you can easily find answers up to 150 squares. Clear? So how? First shortcut. Let's take a question 3364. Start with the last digit. Now, for a 4 digit, you have to remember from 1 to 10. Now tell me guys, from 1 to 10, where you will find a square ending with 4. Always there will be two cases. 8 and 2. Because 2 square is 4, 8 square is 64. So the last number 4 will come two cases. Then you have to write like this, 2 or 8. The difference between cube root and square root, every cube root last number has only one answer. But every square root have two answers. Every square root. Okay. Next step. How many numbers have to remove now? 2. Why 2? Square root. What is remaining? In cube root, what I have done, the remaining number I have to check the previous cube. Now I have to check previous square. What is the previous square of 33? 5. Write 5 in the first place. I'm repeating one more time. Last number 4. 4 ends in two cases, 2 or 8. Second step, remove last two digits, always last two. Remaining 33. Find the previous square of 33, 5. Now the problem, I have two answers for this question. One is 52, another is 58. Everyone understood till now? Come to the last step. Whatever number remaining after removing the last two digits, that is 33. Write down the previous square and the next square of 33. Previous square, next square. Which is close? 25 or 36? Tell me again, which is close? Smaller number or higher number? Higher number answer. Clear? Listen one more time. 5041. Tell me from 1 to 10 where you will see a number ending with 1. Which square ends with 1? Always remember there will be two cases. 1 and 9. 1 square is 1, 9 square is 81. 1 and 9. Second step, remove last two. 50 previous square, 49 means 7. What are the two possible answers? 71 or 79. Go back to 50. What is 50 previous square? 49. Next square, 64. Which is close? Which is the correct answer? 71. Understood properly? Yes or no? Anyone want me to repeat one more time? So you tell me guys, first step what you will do? You'll find the last number is ending in which case from 1 to 10. After finding the last number, every last number will have how many cases? 2. Except if the last number is 5, only one case 5. Because 5 comes only 1. But any other question given, always it will have two cases. After writing both the case, then cut down the last two digits. Then whatever remaining number is that, find the square, previous square of that remaining number. That previous square will come in the first place. Now when you have two answers, two possible answers, to find which is correct answer, what you will do, whatever the remaining number left over in the question, that previous square and you will take the next square of that number. If it is close to previous square, smaller number is the answer. If it is close to next square, higher number is the answer. Understood guys? Now, tell me, is anyone finding difficulty to find that if the question is ending with 1, how to think immediately what are the two cases? Like there is 1 and 9. For example, the last number is 9. What are the two cases if a question is ending with 9? 3. Another one. So think from your point, every time when I'm asking, you're only able to tell one number, na? You're not able to tell the second number. I'll tell you simple shortcut. Sum of those two cases is always 10. Sum of those two cases always 10. 4. What are the cases? 2 and 8. For 1, 1 and 9. For 9, 3 and 7. For a number ending with 6, 6 and 4. Every time sum of two cases will be 10. If you can find one number, you can easily find the second number now. Understood now? 1 and 9, 2 and 8, 3 and 7, 4 and 6. All will come as a pair. Okay? I'll do last 3 questions. Okay. I'm not going to 5 digit. 5 digit, I'll do it tomorrow class. Okay. Let us do it today because we cannot learn so many things on the same day. Let us take one question one more time. You tell me now. 1936, guys. First question. Tell me. First, number ending with 6. What are the cases? 4 and 6. Remember, always the sum of two cases will be 10. Next step, remove last two. 19 previous square. 16. That means 4. Now, what are the two answers? Either 44 or 46. Go back to 19. 19 previous is 16. Next is 25. Which is close? Which is the correct answer? 44. All of you clear now? Now, please answer yourself second and third. I will not help. Tell me these two. 64. Very good. Wonderful. 4096 64. You're telling without pen paper understood how important is aptitude shortcuts. Next, try the 9801. Answer. 4 digit means obviously answer is a 2 digit number. 90? 99. Very good. First 1 or 9. Remove last 2. 98 previous square 9. So my two answers is either 91 or 99. To find correct answer, 98 previous is 81. Next is 100. Close to 100. So correct answer 99. Clear? 4096. 4 and 6. Cut last two. 40 previous 36. That is first number 6. So answer should be 64, 66. 40 previous 36. Next is 49. Closest is 36. So correct answer 64. All of you understood now? Okay. So I'll give you a small homework. Please do it at your home. But one thing, if you want to know that whether you understood this subject properly or not, before doing this homework, 15 minutes before to that, don't even check the notes. Then only we'll get a clarity that how much you have understood and remembering. If you check the notes at the same time, everyone remembers when you do something at the spot. So whether to know whether understood or not, don't see your notes 15 minutes before you start practicing. So I'm giving you 3 questions of cube root, 3 questions of square root. Do it and tell me answer tomorrow. Okay. First question is 238, 328. First 3 questions are from cube root. Second question is 704969. Third question is 50653. Next is square root. First question 3721. Next question 2809. Please don't tell the answer now. It's a practice. You have to do it tomorrow. And the last question will be 7744. Please copy all the 6 questions. So what are the 2 fundamentals we have done today? Cube root and square root. So please practice. Any doubt, ask me tomorrow. Next, we'll go to the remaining part. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye. Thank you.